Hey, I'm live. I'm kind of testing out my phone for a live stream, but I was going to talk about the Audit NASA thing. I don't know if you're familiar, but Whitsitt Gets It, Austin Whitsitt, is kind of heading up, I don't know what you'd call it, but Audit NASA. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Okay, so everybody used to believe that Earth was a globe and that it orbited the sun. And then in the last recent years, there's been a large debate happening in this world about that subject, and a lot of us have found that to be a lie. That we don't believe in a globe. We believe that the Earth is flat and stationary, which is very simple. What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. But the idea of auditing NASA, there's a problem with it, and I'm going to try to explain the problem. So, Austin wants to use the courts or whatever, like the legal system or whatever, to try to expose some of NASA's lies, okay? And there's a problem with that, because this isn't a physical, like, battle of wits or something, and the problem really comes down to that the flat earthers don't believe what the Apostle Paul said. Really, no one does. I've learned that believing something that at first sounds ridiculous might be something that everyone has to do eventually. It seems ridiculous to say that no one at NASA is lying, and to a flat earther, or to like a person that doesn't believe in the globe. It seems ridiculous to them to say, well, NASA's not lying, and the things that NASA are doing, like the space station and launching garbage like Artemis, that's real. That sounds ridiculous to someone who believes in not the globe. And it might sound ridiculous, and it did to me at first too. But that's what, in so many words, that's what the Apostle Paul explained to the Ephesians, that there is not a battle that we're fighting against men. And like in Revelation, the dragon, or Satan, he deceived the whole world. So I believe that if you go and somehow you get NASA in a courtroom and you demand, that they, whatever, release public data or whatever, and I'm sure it would be specific, but I was thinking of something specific because I'm reminded of it all the time on my channel. Countless people say something that's not true, and I can explain to you why it's not true. They say there's no footage of the space station being assembled or being built. No footage of it. And I've found a lot of people are disingenuous after I give them the answer and say, no, actually, the entire thing is documented. Every module being put together, there's video footage of it, and it's available to the public. Then the person who made that claim that says there's no footage of it, NASA doesn't have any footage of it, then they change their claim and say, well, that footage is fake. And I say to them, well, that wasn't the the subject that we were talking about. We weren't talking about whether it was fake or not. We were talking about, because their claim was, there's no footage. Go to Wikipedia and go to the shuttle launches. Just scroll down and look for media or video or whatever they have there. It's been a while since I looked, but years ago I put one of those videos on my channel of, like, it was a 1998 mission. It was the very first two modules or whatever that were put together to start basically the Russian, and I think it was called Zarya or something. I can't remember, but I put that video on my channel. You can search my channel, search the word construction, and you'll get that video. And then what I find is people say, well, that video's fake. So it brings up some interesting thing in my mind. How are you going to audit NASA when how to say it? The thing in question isn't whether NASA provides the footage or not. It's whether a person believes the footage is real or genuine. So if you're in a courtroom full of people who believe they're in a globe, with a judge that, or whatever, jury or whatever, that believes you're there on a globe, so you're going to audit NASA and people are going to provide you with the information that they already provide, you know, like footage from whatever, the stuff they do have. And then it seems like the courtroom would be divided, and you'd have the people that believe it's real and the people that believe it's fake. So to me, it's going to be hard to audit NASA. But either way, I think the important thing is that the idea of auditing NASA isn't the right idea. And I love Austin and what he does, and I think he's awesome. Nothing against what he does, but are we believing in, like, biblical cosmology? Are we believing the scriptures? Do we believe what the Apostle Paul was shown and the mystery he knew? Do we believe what's revealed to us? That's my thoughts. So Paul said that our struggle is against cosmic powers of evil in the heavenly realm, and those would be the rulers of the darkness of this world, the space, planets, and all these things that are being put into the temple of God. Hello, Rebecca. I don't know if this is really working very well or not, but it's kind of like a test, just to test out my phone and see if I got a decent enough signal to go live. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I think that the audit NASA thing is the wrong idea, because this is a spiritual battle. That's basically. Adam says, oh, how can I get that back? If anything, I think it will cause people to start asking. Yes, that's what I agree. Asking more questions about NASA. So that's what I do love about it, is the more people that we can get, doubting NASA or the things they're doing, the better. Because it just makes, I believe that the solar system is like Babylon the Great. And I think so when it says, come out of her, my people, like, I think that's what flat earth is about. It's about getting out of that lie about space and planets and all that stuff. I think it's just it's a big lie. So coming out of that is what we want, I hope we want people to do. So all I would say is, if you're seeking the truth, keep seeking the truth, because eventually here, we've been doing this for a long time, and eventually there's a means to an end to this deception. It's not going to be a deception very long. Everyone's going to know the truth, and so the earlier you can try to know the truth, probably the better. So, all right, Lost at 40 says, I'm out here seeking. Keep going. That's awesome. That's what we're supposed to be doing, I think. Because to find the truth, how do you do that? Well, I think one way is to, do science. Don't do pseudoscience like the globe. Pay attention to your surroundings. Like, for real. Like, notice my van, I just got to the shop, put it in park. Nothing's moving. It's not rotating. There's no evidence of it rotating. We actually have evidence of it being stationary. So pay attention to the simple things, and it might change your life. I know it'll change your outlook on how you see life. So I had to go do some painting. Have fun. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. Share the info, and yeah, be bold and shout the truth from the rooftops. Have a good one.